The Carroll Cougars play host to the Eastern Comets. You see the records on the screen, both of them almost identical there. These two teams, conference opponents, ready to finish off their regular season and get ready for tournament play next week. Today's game brought to you by Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By Mulberry Telecommunications and their Mintel fiber optic services, offering the best gig in town. And by the Farmers Bank, let's grow. Joined by Pete Gasho, I am Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in here on the ISC Sports Network this evening. We have a fantastic matchup for you. Pete, your thoughts as we head into this one?
I'm pretty excited for this one. I mean, Carroll struggled a little bit last week when we saw them play, so I'm hoping that they got everything back together and ready to go for this one. I haven't seen Eastern yet this year, but I'm excited to see these guys play. I know they got a couple really good players on that team, so I think they'd like to steal one on the road.
Yeah, you talk about, the matchup tonight between these two teams. Both of them are going to be a little undermanned tonight, as Eli Edwards, the senior, 6'4" senior, is going to be out for Eastern. He's out with the flu, and on the other side, it's Eli Falkenberg. We saw him go down earlier this week in our coverage of that game versus Western. Ankle, foot injury is what we're being told, and they hope to have him back next week for sectionals. Let's talk about your keys to victory here, Pete.
All right, we get into keys to victory, and for key number one for Eastern is just handle the pressure. Well, we really didn't see much of that from Carroll again in that Western game, but I think the Cougars will bring it out tonight and pressure the ball a little bit more, try to create some turnovers and get some easy buckets off of that. For Carroll, it's about the rebounding. I think Eastern has a slight advantage there in the height. Western did a good job of rebounding and holding Carroll to one and done. Again, you mentioned it, number 34, he's 6'3". Eli Falkenberg is out tonight. He's resting that ankle for sectionals, so they need to be a little bit more aggressive on the boards there tonight and try to out-rebound this Eastern team.
It's going to be a complete effort for sure.
Absolutely. And then for both teams, just finish strong here. Again, we said this last time we played. Sectionals are here, and you want to finish strong going into the postseason. Go in with a high note. You don't necessarily even have to win the game, but you want to be playing well and doing the right things, right?
Finish strong is the finish to the keys tonight, and for these two teams, I think those are good points that you make there, Pete. Tonight, we talked about Eli Falkenberg being out. We talked about Eli Edwards being out on both sides for these teams. We saw earlier this week Chris Huerta have a really nice game against Western. He had 19 points. Griffin Viney chipped in 11. But other than that, there wasn't a lot of help there for Carroll, and they struggled offensively and defensively.
Right, yeah, and I think that's what really hurt them in that game. They didn't see a lot of buckets go down. I mean, it was definitely a cold shooting night for the Cougars. And, I really think, again, this being senior night, I think this team really wants to go out on a high note here, and I think it could get very dangerous here.
Our players to watch tonight for the Eastern Comets, it's going to be Corbin Snyder, the senior, 15.5, 8.5, and the young man's committed to pitch at Butler next year, so good baseball player as well. How about that?
Multi-talented young man right there, Corbin Snyder. Again, 15 points per game. Is just an excellent player, excellent student there, and look for Corbin to have a really good game here tonight.
For the Carroll Cougars, it's Chris Huerta. It's the senior. It's senior night. He's over 21 points a game. He's had a fantastic year. He is currently second on the all-time scoring list. 19 points last game, but only 4 in the second half. He cannot fade down the stretch in this one tonight. They need him all 4 quarters.
No, I think he knows that here tonight, and he's going to be ready to go. So we look for Ware to have a really good game here on senior night and go out on a high note.
That's going to do it for our pregame show. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll get you our starters and our tip. You're watching high school basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome, upgrade today.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
At Day and Ginna Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Ginna Funeral Home, putting family first.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Carroll High School in Flora, Indiana, here on the ISC Sports Network. Hoosier Heartland Conference foes set to do work here on the hardwood. First up for the Eastern Comets, their starting lineup will be Perry Kokensparger, Kyan Hanna, Colton Lindsay, Cannon Cook, and Corbin Snyder. Our starting lineups tonight brought to us by Day and Ginda Funeral Homes, putting family first. Head coach Brad Lindsay in his second season here at Eastern, 21-24 record at Eastern. He's 178 and 129 in 13 years overall. Coach Lindsay had a little bit of a stretch in his coaching days.
Yeah.
Coached at Westfield in 2001 and then took a 22-year hiatus before coming back to the sidelines at Eastern here as the head coach. And has a really good program as they're starting to build on some things here at Eastern. On the other side for the Carroll Cougars, it's senior night, so it's a senior starting lineup. Chris Huerta, Griffin Viney, Eli Harshbarger, Trent Metzger, and Dominic Barnes. Your 5 seniors, your 5 starters for head coach Adam Tussinger and the Carroll Cougars.
I want to say thanks to Coach Lindsay, too, because when we asked for some information, you know, he really put a lot in there for us. So, huge thanks to him. You can tell he really likes the kids.
Yep.
Kind of showed us the struggles that he dealt with. But not only that, he said every coach has to deal with this, right? It's kind of nice to be able to read that stuff and what these other students are doing, knowing that they just don't play basketball. They play other sports. Some of them play 3 sports. It's engaged in, choir and band and, service clubs. So love hearing that stuff about the students.
And it's pretty amazing when you look at Eastern. They're a 2A school, not a big school by any stretch of the imagination, and they've got 2 guys here in the starting 5. They're going to be playing Division I sports next year. Eli Edwards, the senior, who's out tonight, he's a Ball State football commit.
Jeez.
He's going to go play at Ball State next year. And then we chronicled earlier, Corbin Snyder, our PTW tonight.
Yeah.
Player to watch. He's going to be a baseball player at Butler.
A pitcher. That's impressive.
6'6". Can you imagine staring down a guy the size of Randy Johnson coming in and throw at you? Again, as they have the lights out here at Carroll High School, very awesome the way they do these introductions, announce the entire team, and then get on to the starters tonight. Again, we said they've got the 5 seniors in. There'll be some other players, obviously, that are usually in the starting lineup that'll come in, I'm sure, pretty quickly. And Aiden Duff, Luke Tanner's been in the starting lineup here and there throughout the season. We'll see him in there as well. I really feel like, though, Pete, Eli Falkenberg is going to be missed tonight, if nothing else, on the glass and his presence that game. It's pretty darn impressive. It's fine, he knocks down the free throw. What is it with the youth movement that we've seen this year, Pete? It seems like every game that we covered, there is a sophomore, a freshman that's just tearing it up.
Yep, absolutely.
Viney gets both. Carroll back in front. Here comes that pressure again. In the matchup zone.
The other turnover.
And now taken right back. Kokensparger, though, over and back call there as he straddled the line. Girl, get it inbounds. This is Eli Harshbarger with the ball. Now Huerta, free throw line jumper. Off the side of the rim, rebounded by Kokensparger. Eastern patient on offense here.
Ooh.
They missed the big guy down low there.
Down low, number 41 was wide open. Oh, nice. Oh,
Snyder,
nice.
Beautiful pass. Kokensparger for 2. Eastern out to a 5-4 lead.
Huge assist.
All right, help. Lindsay lets the 3 fly, and that one rattles in and out. Harshbarger gets it over to Tanner. Over to Metzger, and that one was missed.
Nice bounce pass. Oh, can't get the finish.
And now Huerta be fouled on the dribble.
Looks like they'll get Hannah on that one. Oh, no. Gave it to number
foul on
20.
Lindsay. That is not good for the Eastern Comets. Coach Lindsay said, it's been a disrupted winter. We've had illness, we've had injury, senior trips, college visits, other important activities that he noted. But at the same time, it's left him shorthanded.
Number 33, Will Brown now in for the Eastern Comets, 6'8".
That
big
3
guy.
off the mark by Mullins. Coach Lindsay noted on some of the guys that we might see here tonight that not played a ton of varsity minutes this season.
Might be a travel, yep.
Carroll Cougars turn it over here.
Both these teams a little sped up more than probably both coaches would like. I think they like the intensity that both teams are showing. Just need to take care of the ball a little bit. You better be careful. Huerta will time that just right.
Eastern backdoor pass here. Lindsay, took a shot there. He gets up. Everybody's all right. They're trusting Colton Lindsay right now to play with those 2 fouls against him. He stayed in the game. Eli Harshbarger will draw the foul. We'll earn that foul there.
I don't think it was a bad foul.
Make them earn it at the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lindsay's got a nice shooting touch. You can see on his first 2 field goals in the game, that 1-3 rattled in and out. Good looking release here from the free throw line as well. Colton is the nephew of head coach Brad Lindsay. So cool to see these Carroll Cougars, the seniors, honored, obviously, in the starting lineup tonight. And then before the game, they have the senior night festivities. People, they get to come out with their parents.
Yeah.
They get, gifts given to them from their team. Moms get the roses. This is cool nights, man. Right now the Cougars find themselves behind by 3. Got a basketball doubleheader tomorrow for you on the ISC Sports Network. Over at Marion University. Check that out. The girls' game starts around 1 p.m. And then Luke Tanner on the drive here.
Well, nice job by Corbin Snyder when he got down there, hands straight up. Did not come down on the offensive player. I thought it was a great job of defense there.
Ball was knocked out of bounds, but it was knocked out off the bottom of the bucket there, not off of Snyder. Makes you wonder what's in the water in Greentown.
Not
These
a
tall players.
Goodness, again, not a great pass there.
Oh, Ayrton can't get that one. Now looking to push before Carroll can get their defense set up. Snyder, 3, got it.
Oh, goodness.
Did a great job of setting the feet there. The big fella.
2 for him.
It's a 6-point lead. He's got 6 points. Coy Lytle into the game, number 20 for Carroll, and Huerta knocks down a 3.
Man, I'll tell you what, Chris is feeling it.
Set a school record earlier this season. What was it, 11 threes, I believe, in a game against Faith Christian?
Last week he almost got all of his points in the paint when we watched him play. Tonight he said, I can show you I can do it from the outside too.
Corner 3 there, rims out for Snyder. Duff gets it to Huerta. Chris, step back, 3.
Oh.
Good offensive rebound by Mullins. Lytle from the corner. Got it.
Oh.
That's a big shot as the quarter winds down and ties things up at 15 apiece.
Got to get something off.
NBA range. Oh. That one rattles out, and after one, we're all knotted up. It's 15 apiece. Eastern and Carroll here on ISC. Back with the second quarter right after this.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
This portion of our broadcast brought to us by Day and Genda Funeral Homes. Locations in Flora, Rossville, Frankfort, and Mulberry. They've got locations to serve. You can learn more at dayandgenda.com. They've got the therapy dog, Norm. It's his birthday. He's 2 years old. Happy birthday, Norm.
How about that? Get him a dog biscuit.
Viney goes baseline and scores. He's got 4.
Really that's a strong move by Viney. Right down in the paint, goes up strong and gets the bucket.
Griffin's one of those guys that can definitely be a difference maker for this squad. That 3 off the mark. Nice job by Aiden Duff.
Picked off.
Yeah, playing safety there was Cannon Cook.
Oh, nice
Good
pass.
Look. This 3, Kokensparger, no. Now what do we got? We got a whistle, a foul against Snyder.
What's his first? Carroll's the 2-point lead. Looking to add to it right here.
Viney down the lane, kick to the corner to Mullins. Now he's going to let a 3 fly. Rebounded by Lindsay. Here come the Comets. So far the Comets have not been shy about letting the 3-pointer fly. They've knocked down a few, though, here. 3 already in this game. That was a good pass down the lane. Snyder wanted a foul, didn't get the call. Tanner, left hand. Oh!
He on the floor.
Foul's on the floor anyway.
Maybe got Cook on that one. Yep. Cannon Cook, his first foul.
His first foul of the game. It's the second team of the quarter. Huerta coming back into the game here. They always try to sneak in a little bit of a break there at the end of the first. Get him an extended rest, and right away he attacks. Double figures for Chris already. He's got 10. Lindsay had that hot start early on. Had 7 in the first quarter.
Oh, man.
Knocks down the shot
back.
here.
It's a beauty. Get the reach-in foul now.
Yep. Foul underneath the bucket.
Not sure who they gave it to.
It's going to be against Snyder. So the 2 leading scorers for Eastern right now both have 2 fouls apiece. Good look inside.
Oh.
I don't think Duff expected to be that wide open there. Lindsay on the steal, the run out. Eastern ties it up. 11 points now for Lindsay.
Yeah, Colt Lindsay now with all the points in the second quarter here.
Viney taking a page out of the Huerta
Yeah.
playbook there, a little spin move.
Nice little spin move, can't finish it. Got number 10 wide open.
What a pass. Great vision. Hannah's on the scoreboard. He's got 2.
Hannah's just snuck right in there.
Eastern now leads by 2, and we get a foul here. And this may be against Snyder. It is. That is number 3, Pete. I didn't see much there. Look like he was trying to fight over a screen.
Anything there, yeah.
I know on the other end he was asking for some calls that he felt like he wasn't getting, and picks up 2 quick ones here. That takes a big weapon off the floor for the Comets. Huerta down the lane, and he scores. And you got to know, too, when the guy who's 6'6", 6'7" comes off the floor, Huerta going to dive down the lane. 3. That one no good by Hannah. Harshbarger brings it up and gets it over to Huerta. Now we get a whistle. Ran out of bounds.
So he went out of bounds
baseline.
and came in, yeah. So you can't be the first guy to touch it, right?
Got to be established first. A timeout taken here. We'll stay right here with you. At the Healthy Communities of Clinton County, the coalition's committed to reducing risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities, by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy, system, and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. We also want to take this opportunity to talk to you about Mulberry Telecommunications. They've got fiber in Florida now, Bringhurst, other areas, Cutler. They want to be the first to welcome you to the fiber hood. Mintel Fiber Optic Services offers super fast, reliable internet with gigabit speeds, streaming TV packages, and voice solutions. They've been in business since 1901, a community-driven, community-minded company. Go to mintel.net, get signed up, and see what real customer service is all about.
I love going up to Flora, hanging out up there, and checking out the community.
Some great places to eat.
It's great places to eat, good people that are up there that we've met so far. I think it's been a good partnership.
All tied up at 21 coming out of the timeout here. Second quarter action. It's a pretty good shooting from both sides. Both teams able to attack the bucket. The storyline, I think, right now is the foul trouble.
Foul trouble and turnovers.
There you go.
I think both teams have probably turned the ball over a little bit more than what they've wanted to. I believe I got about 5 or 6 for Eastern. Didn't start with Carroll, so I've been keeping it on the green side here. But you're right, though. Eastern, they have some tall young men.
That one's slapped away from behind as Harshbarger gets the steal. Now they look to push. Metzger finishes with the left hand. He's got 4. Colton Lindsay works off the screen. That shot off. Huerta can't grab it, though, and Brown has
it's travel. Yep.
Good sign of sportsmanship. There's a couple of Cougars come over to make sure that Brown's all right. Will Brown,
sure
a 6'8" junior.
Yeah, and I'm not even really sure if he was hurt. I think more upset that he jumped and had nowhere to go with the ball. Yeah, there's got some big kids on there. I'll tell you what, man. Will Brown, he moves pretty good too for that big guy, doesn't he?
Absolutely. We get a kicked ball here. We'll stay Carroll's basketball. Aiden Duff looks to inbound. He finds Harshbarger. Harshbarger's offense quiet so far here tonight. But he's been making some noise with his defense.
Yeah, he had been doing very well there on the offensive end. Struggling a little bit right now. He's turned the ball over a few times. There's patience here now by the Carroll Cougars.
Gonna have to get some penetration against this zone or that right there. Find someone along the baseline. The steal, the turnover, the run out. Hannah blocked by Huerta.
No, I was going to say, that's a heck of a jump, first off. Wow.
Love to see this one again.
Look at this jump by Huerta.
Way down. Yeah,
look
it was
at
off the glass.
Yeah, but that's a heck of a jump by that young man. I'll tell you that.
Had it not touched the glass first, it was a great block. And the fans that are booing right now, they don't have the benefit of replay like we do. In real time, I was like, that looked like goaltending, but it looked a lot closer than what it really was.
So give the points to Hannah.
And it gets 2. We're all tied up at 23.
We get the foul then on the floor. Looks like big number 33.
But, yeah, how about the leaping ability from Chris Huerta?
That's what I was impressed with, whether it's goaltending or not. Huerta got up there, and he had the wrist was over the rim. That's a nice jump right there.
Something I never had.
I struggled just to touch the bottom of the net.
Now I struggle just to tie my shoes. Viney at the line. Missed his first. He'll
There you
break
go.
the tie as he knocks down the second. 3 for 4 from the line tonight is Viney. Hannah credited on that basket after the goaltending from Huerta, showing off the hops. Eastern with a chance to take the lead here. Been kind of a back and forth game early on.
Yeah, it's been a fun game to watch, really. Nice.
Turnover. Harshbarger, pump fake.
Oh, man.
Can't get it to drop. Kokensparger comes down with it, and now a foul called against Carroll.
They give that to Harshbarger,
They
too?
did.
That'll be his second.
Number 2 on Eli.
Yeah, and Eli again, just not – he's out there playing his heart out, just not having the best game on the offensive end.
Energy's infectious, though, and you can tell he's bringing the energy level tonight.
Oh, he's definitely got the energy level down.
Carroll looks a lot more in step tonight. The other night, they looked like a very tired ball club. You got to wonder, it's that time of year where, you start to deal with the flu bugs that go through the teams.
Sure.
And guys aren't feeling the greatest. The season's been long. You're getting towards the end. That shot was blocked by Metzger. Huerta dribbling through the trees. Somehow finds a teammate.
Oh.
Duff a little long there, a little too much club.
Did not get that one to go. Oh,
3.
deep one.
Kokensparger, no.
Nice rebound, though.
One-handed rip down by Viney. Metzger finds space, little fadeaway, gets it to drop.
That was a beautiful little dribble move down in the paint. Get that bunny to go.
Metzger's
the
got
steal.
6. Duff on the steal. They look for Huerta. And another team occupy the same space for a minute. And Huerta knocks down a 3.
You got to be careful. Carroll gets into that rhythm, man. They are dangerous. They start feeling the flow of this game, and it's going in their favor. They take advantage of it. They'll start running you.
One thing Eastern doesn't want to allow Carroll to do is start dictating pace.
Right. Right. Take care of the ball here. You got to get a basket now. At this point, you might as well just hold out.
Brown to Kokensparger, over to Hannah. They dump it down to Brown.
Wow.
He jumps it off.
I guess you got to take that one.
That was a great job by Hannah directing traffic there.
Drew into double team.
That shot just a little wide there to end the quarter, but 29-25, an entertaining first half. It's a 4-point game. We'll step aside when we come back. Halftime show head your way from Carroll High School.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Many communities in rural America are often overlooked as underserved. These communities are being left behind due to lack of internet and access to state-of-the-art technology. That's why Mulberry Telecommunications provides rural broadband services and technology and is growing their presence in north central Indiana. Because every community deserves infrastructure and beyond. To learn more, contact us today.
At Day and Ginna Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Ginna Funeral Home, putting family first.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last day. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Frankfurt Eagles 9-7. Are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday Bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here to Carroll High School at the half. Your score 29-25. It's the home team Carroll on top of Eastern right now by 4. Pete, we talked about turnovers and fouls. Do you feel like that was the difference in the first half?
Yeah, I think so. You know, again, not keeping exact on the turnovers, but I think for Eastern they had around 6 or 7 of those. A lot of those came from that pressure that Carroll Cougars were putting on there for them. Got into some foul trouble. Eli Harshbarger, he picked up a couple. And then Colton Lindsay and Corbin Snyder, 2 of your, scorers there, both got into a little bit of foul trouble. Get that many fouls on you in the first half, makes you play a little bit more timid. And you got to, and then you got to watch yourself in the second half, especially at a close game like this.
Yeah, scoring at the half, Chris Huerta with 15. Trent Metzger's had a nice first half. He's got 6 points. Griffin Viney with 5. Coy Lytle knocked down that 3 from the corner. That rounds out the scoring for Carroll. On the other side, Colton Lindsay's got 11. Corbin Snyder with 6. Kyan Hanna with 4. And then 2 points each for Perry Kokensparger and Will Brown. Looking down at the roster, Cannon Cook, the senior, averages 9 points per game. He was held scoreless in that first half. Kokensparger, 7 points per game. He had just 2. I feel like Eastern, if Lindsay and Snyder are in foul trouble, they're going to need those other guys to really step up here in the second half.
Yeah, they may have to, get into those guys a little bit and have them perform a little bit better than they did the first half.
For Huerta, he had those 15 points to lead all scorers. That's the same total he had earlier this week against Western, Pete. Only 4 points in the second half. I don't see him repeating that here tonight. He feels like he's got a rhythm going.
I really think that he's on it. He's got a little bit more help tonight, so he's not feeling like I really felt like he almost took it on himself that last game. Like, I got to get some points here, and you start doing that. And you're not really dishing it out. But, again, they were struggling from the outside, but they're getting a lot of help here tonight, like you said, with Viney getting into scoring. Trent Metzger having definitely a better night than what he had last week.
Yep.
And number 20, Lytle, just he's able to hit that big 3, and that helps him out a huge amount.
We'll step aside in our halftime show. When we come back, we'll run some of the first half highlights. You're watching high school basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at our Dente Dental.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Mulberry Telecommunications is proud to announce the next generation in awesome, Mintel TV. With the Mintel TV streaming app, you aren't confined to just your TV, but you need two things: high-speed fiber internet from Mulberry Telecommunications and a Mintel TV subscription. Available on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and more, with features that include Cloud DVR, Restart TV, look-back options, and pause live TV. Mintel TV is definitely the next generation of awesome. Current customers, call 765-296-2885 for your free upgrade. New customers, visit Mintel.net to sign up today.
Welcome back to Carroll High School, 29-25 at the half. Let's roll some of those Mintel Fiber Fast first half highlights. You saw teams really got the scoring going pretty quickly. It was 15-all after one. These two teams came out shooting the rock. There were a total of 6 threes knocked down in that first quarter, 3 from each team. They were shooting the lights out early.
Yeah, Huerta doing a really good job. Like we talked about, he got a lot of those points last week in the paint, able to show that he can hit them from the outside. That one looked like a line drive. It just went right in.
You see, again, attacking the bucket, Griffin Viney there.
That was a good, strong move by Viney. Just went in, knew what he was going to do, got the basket. See a little bit what Huerta does.
Realizing that the big guy was pulled away from the bucket, he was able to get in there and attack. And then on the other end, Colton Lindsay, he's showing some sparks in his game as well. Just a sophomore is the young man, but you see turning defense to offense. I love the yellow shoes, man. I think that's great.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, that step back over there, then he drives in, and then look, the no-look pass finds the open man. It's been an entertaining game. These guys really know how to get it done tonight.
That was right after Huerta had checked back in and Snyder had gone out in foul trouble, and you see Carroll making it a point to attack the bucket. And I feel like they did a much better job of that tonight, not settling so much on the outside shot, able to get in there. So kudos to guys like Metzger and Viney who've been attacking early, and then, Huerta finding his spots to attack as well. But
yeah, they showed that the replay just then of him getting up there, and when he got called for the goaltend, and that's still just that's pretty awesome seeing Sky up there like that. And how about that one for the big guy there? Yeah, number 33, Will Brown, got a basket in the first half there. Man, he is a big kid.
The junior listed at 6'8". I was reading on Eastern's athletic website today, did a great job of writing some articles. Somebody was writing some articles on there for him, and they were talking about Will Brown a little bit. Like, obviously he's growing into his body. He's trying to figure out the game and how to play, and you saw right there as Hannah kind of directed what he needed to do, and when he slipped, obviously good things happen there when the big fella's rolling to the bucket.
Yeah.
Able to score. Such a tough thing at this age, especially when you're of that size, as there's a 3 knockdown. Huerta looks inside to Viney, the high post anyway. Kick it out, Metzger's 3, and he knocks it down.
Trent Metzger with a big 3 there.
Pete, we talked about Cook being held scoreless at the half. He's the one that knocked down that 3 for Eastern a moment ago.
Got it going in the second half.
They're going to need some points out of the young man. Averages almost double figures. Eastern comes right back out with Lindsay. He's got the 2 fouls. Snyder in the game with the 3.
And Carroll dropped into this zone, and Eastern struggling just a little bit with it.
That shot off the mark. Offensive rebound tracked down by Kokensparger. Lindsay attacks.
Wow.
What a move.
That was a great move.
13 points tonight for the sophomore. That young man is, okay, he's probably going to play basketball at the next level. He's got some game.
Oh.
That one rims out for Viney.
Like to see that one go in for Viney, man. He's been working hard.
Look down low, good give and go. Hannah dropped that one off to Kokensparger. He struggled a little bit to find range tonight. Huerta the other way.
Huerta says, let me get the second half going now.
Chris is not afraid to get to the left hand, and I think it surprises a lot of people. He almost prefers, I think, getting to that left side.
He kind of does go that way, doesn't he? Oh,
Another
goodness.
one for Cannon Cook.
Goodness.
Said, sorry I'm late to the party, guys, but I brought some party favors. 2 threes here in the third.
Yeah, better late than never, right?
Viney goes corner. Metzger hit one a moment ago. This one off the side of the basket, backboard, whichever word I was trying to say there. Combined them both. This one knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. Tonight's game is brought to you by Aaron's Flooring, offering luxury vinyl plank carpet installation and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 601-4145 for a free quote.
Oh, just ripped it right out of his hands.
This one taken away. Trent Metzger, the senior, having a heck of a game here on senior night.
Good for Trent. He has been playing tough here. He's really stepped it up on the defensive end tonight.
Floater here from Snyder, and he goes glass. Corbin with 8. That was a good-looking move from the big fella. Duff looking for Viney there. Pass off the mark. Cook, drop off.
Big rebound. I may have gotten Harshbarger.
It was actually number 10, Hannah, with the beautiful drop off, and then the foul here is Harshbarger. It's his third.
Yeah, I thought that might have been.
Kokensparger lets that 3 go, and he got one this time.
He finally hit her. He shot a few of them there.
Still has the green light going, and now they've got a 2-point lead. Harshbarger in the lane, cross-court
Nice pass.
Metzger shot off the mark. Both teams showing some hustle
I think
here.
that was off on green, yeah. Ooh. I thought it was off on number 5.
They say last touch by Harshbarger. Home fans don't like the call.
I think they got a legit complaint.
I even saw a fan offering their glasses. Did you see that?
Oh, man, and now that hurts. That's throwing salt in the wound right there. Huge 3. Snyder.
Corbin Snyder with 11. He's in double figures now. That pass deflected. Tanner lets a 3 go. That one wide right. 5-point lead for Eastern. Boy, it looked at one point in the second quarter like Carroll was really going to pull away with this. They'd started to go on a run.
Right.
Kudos to Eastern for not cracking under the pressure.
Offensive.
They give the foul to Kai and Hannah.
Yeah, I think with the push off on the arm.
That's 3 on Hannah. Timeout taken. As coaching staffs want to talk this one over. It's a full timeout. We'll use this opportunity to tell you about Day and Ginda Funeral Home. The families they serve aren't just their clients. They're the neighbors and friends. Day and Ginda loves to entrench themselves in the communities that they're involved in Flora, Rossville, Mulberry, and Frankfort. Deciding how you would like to remember and honor your loved one is truly a personal journey. No matter if you prefer a simple private gathering, full traditional funeral, or non-traditional services, Day and Ginda Funeral Homes are here to assist you with all your options. Visit dayandginda.com for more information. 5-point lead. As Eastern has come out shooting the rock here. 4 threes in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. Right now it is a 16-7 run. Start the third. Down 4 to up 5. See what the Cougars draw up out of the timeout. Good ball movement here. Metzger's 3, though, strong. We've seen a few of those tonight on this end of the floor where they've been a little long. Kokensparger attacks, and a blocking foul. Little late whistle there, but Huerta definitely too low under the bucket that time to get the charge.
Yeah, I like the call. He's sliding in. He's going up. I think that's a good call.
Kokensparger
We're really not sure
7.
what Kokensparger was kind of delayed there a little bit in his drive. You know, he should have just went, straight in. He kind of stopped for a second or slowed down.
This Eastern bunch, they're relatively young. Cannon Cook, Eli Edwards, Corbin Snyder, all your seniors that'll graduate and move on. Kokensparger misses the and one opportunity there. A lot of the players you've seen on the floor and the ones that have checked in are coming back a year from now. For the Cougars, 5 seniors, such an integral part of what this team has done over the last few years. Harshbarger, 3, got it.
There you go.
Eli finds range, gets the three-point shooting going. Back to a 4-point game. Snyder trying to back down the defender, and Harshbarger on the reach.
That's not good because I believe that might give him his 4th foul. Ouch. Right when he hits that big 3.
Aiden Duff going to check back in here. He'll spell Harshbarger.
Oh, wide open.
Maybe some confusion there on the
follow your shot.
Who? Huerta. Good job of stopping the ball by the Comets. Huerta had a little bit of daylight there, decides to let one fly, and it's off the mark.
Yeah, should stay with the Cougars.
It will. Good call, Pete. Again, Pete Gasho, Sean Walker here for you this evening on the ISC Sports Network. Been a fantastic season here on ISC. Next week, we will not have the opening night games from Central Catholic High School, but we will have the Friday and Saturday games more than likely for you, depending on how things play out.
Great job of rebounding right now for the Cougars. Have about 2 or 3 looks at it now.
Huerta back up, finishes. 19 for Huerta. 2-point game. How about the effort from the Cougars on that last possession?
Absolutely, man. I mean, we talked about rebounding being one of those.
Maybe an ill-advised shot that time from Lindsay. Partially deflected. Here come the Cougars. Huerta in the lane, draws the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line. Huerta, one of those guys, not only is he a great scorer, Pete, but real good shooter as well. You know, he's a 50, 40, 80 guy. Those guys that shoots more than 50% from the floor, over 40% from behind the arc, over 80% from the line. And of course, as I say that, broadcaster jinx in full effect. Huerta leaves that first one a little short. Will Brown back in.
That hit everything on the rim.
That one should be worth 2 just for the amount of times and the degree of
Absolutely.
difficulty. 43-42, 1-point game, under a minute here in the third quarter. Carroll trying to avenge that loss earlier this week to Western. They got beat by 20 here on their home floor. Eastern trying to get their first win over Carroll in their last 4 tries. They've lost 3 in a row. Really been an up and down season for both of these teams where they've had some good runs and strung together some wins, and then they'll string together some losses. It's Huerta again with the rare miss at the line. Eastern started out the season, Pete, 1-4, and then they went on a 9-game winning
Seen that,
streak.
yeah.
Before then losing 6 straight. Huerta gets 1 of 2 at the line again. We're all tied up at 43. Wide open shot here, Hannah. That one off a whistle away from the ball.
I think we get a number 5 on a clear out.
Just his first foul, a little too physical there. Huerta will walk it up. Carroll looks to hold for the final shot here of the quarter. Little hezzy step back, shot up.
Man.
It's short. This one knocked away, and see if they put in time or call that the end of the quarter. And they're just going to say end of the quarter.
Okay.
So after 3, we're all tied up at 43. Stay tuned. Fourth quarter heads your way right after this.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the IHSAA Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
Yeah.
Welcome back here. Start of the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Indy Card Exchange. For more than 30 years, the Indy Card Exchange has been your trusted source for buying and selling trading cards of all kinds. And now they're refining the game of professional grading with consultation services to save you time and money. Go to IndyCardExchange.com for more information. See how you can make money off your collection. 3 on the way. Kokensparger, no. Lindsay there on the rebound, and Huerta will draw the foul.
His second, team's first.
Eastern out of bounds, playing a great block by Carter Mullins.
Woo! That was a dandy.
Viney thought about passing that one off and then decided to shoot it.
What a pass.
Huerta in the lane.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
Thought he might have got an extra step in there. Official said fouled first. Let's take a look here.
I thought this was a good block.
One. No, it was not an extra step in there.
I mean, that hand was right on top of the ball. That is a tough call.
Huerta gets the first of two to drop, 44-43 now. Carroll in front by 1.
There he got him.
It has not been Corbin Snyder's night with these officials, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is for sure. That looked like a great block.
He has struggled to find a call to go his way. He's got 11 points, but in sparing minutes here as he's been in foul trouble most of this one. Huerta down the lane, Viney, reverse, got it. These Eastern Comets now find themselves down by 4. That shot over the backboard and out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. These are the shots that Coach would like them to take. I think you get a timeout here. It's a good timeout.
Coach Lindsay going to talk this one over with his group. At the Farmers Bank, we like helping everyone grow. From business owners running multi-million-dollar companies, the first-timers just opening a savings account, we draw on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. We also want to thank the Healthy Communities of Clinton County. But they want you to know that recovery is possible. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, reach out to Healthy Communities at 659-6063 or go to their website at healthyclintoncounty.org to get access to resources that will help you or your loved one get back on the road to recovery. Fantastic night of basketball here on the ISC. 4-point affair here in the fourth quarter. For these Eastern Comets, we talked about where Carroll's going next week and what they're up against. Eastern, the good news is for Eastern, they got the bye.
They did.
They earned the bye. The bad news for Eastern, they're probably going to get the number 1 team in the state.
It could
in
be.
Tipton, unless Elwood pulls off something miraculous.
Right. Tipton, definitely a tough team. It's going to be a tough one.
Tipton only lost 2 games all year long. Team that pretty much went start to finish, ranked number 1, I believe. Huerta, that one off the knee, so not a kickball. Great hustle by Metzger.
Absolutely.
And now Huerta going to pick up a foul here.
Let's see if Eastern does a better job here on the offensive end this time. They've had a couple really bad shots. Let's see if they don't work it around, get something open there.
We saw Coach Lindsay take that timeout after that last possession where it was rough. Some forced threes.
Yeah, still a lot of time on the clock. You don't have to get in a hurry here. You want to get a good shot.
This one, contested 3 here off the mark. And now Viney down the lane. Leaves it a little short. Still lead by 4. Lindsay has his pocket picked here. Mullins and Lindsay both hit the deck. We get a whistle against Lindsay. That's number 4 on him.
Yeah.
So the Comets in a close game, also in foul trouble here. It's their top 2 scorers. Both have 4 fouls, just 1 apiece from being disqualified. Aiden Duff. No, but there's Metzger climbing the.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, Trent Metzger has had a fantastic game here for the Cougars.
13 points tonight for Metzger. That was a big 2 there that pushes the lead out to 6. Hannah steps into 1, and he got it. Kyan Hannah for 3. He's got 7 points tonight.
Let's stop the bleeding a little bit.
Back to a 1-possession game. Eastern in that zone as well, trying to not pick up any cheapies here in a man-to-man situation. And
Grip and Viney.
Viney realizing he's got Corbin Snyder on him, and Snyder doesn't want to pick up number 5.
Absolutely not. Nice recognition that time.
Lindsay on a strong drive here. He'll be fouled. Good sign there. His teammates jump up real quick to go help him up. Colton Lindsay averages 21 points per game, just 13 so far tonight. Obviously still plenty of time to go, but a slower pace for him. Had 20 recently against Madison Grant. He had 24 in a game where they gave the Gophers a run for their money. Had an opportunity to hit a shot to send it to overtime. Eastern came up a little short in that one. Carroll content with taking a little air out of the basketball right now. Huerta the dump down to Mullins, back out, Duff 3.
Oh.
And off the mark, it was tracked down by Cook.
Oh, what a save. Oh.
And now stolen again. Kokensparger ahead.
Oh, great block.
Levi Raymer has his shot blocked.
That hesitation. Oh,
what a pass.
What a pass. And Metzger again with the finish. Fantastic pass by Huerta. Wow.
Now a foul here as Snyder had drawn the double team. Let's see who they give it to. Draw straws at this point. Metzger will pick up his first foul. Shot from the corner, off the mark. Eastern inbound on the ball here, stuck in that corner. It's kind of a weird place to inbound.
Yeah, I think they got it. They got to get a bucket here.
Get this thing back to a one-possession game.
Keep it at a one-possession game.
Cook gets fouled here. Looks like Duff,
Bell
maybe.
out.
That's just the first foul on Aiden Duff. However, though, that is the 5th team foul against Carroll here in the quarter. So Eastern will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Cook's first free throw attempt, no good.
Oh, rims them both out.
Cook went scoreless there in the first half. He had 2 threes early in the third quarter.
Yeah, Eastern needed those buckets right here because this allows now Carroll just to kind of dribble around there, take a lot of time off the clock, look for a good shot. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run this thing down as much as they can. They know they got a team who can't afford really to foul anybody. Especially that matchup right there, 22 and 3. That timeout? Or?
We're going to get the foul to Cook here. That's number 3 against Cannon.
Yep. They just keep climbing.
You can see Eastern trying to get the ball out of Huerta's hands. But really Cook, the only one applying like what I would consider significant pressure. Now Lindsay comes up as well. But the Cougars content with just dribbling the basketball around right now. There you go. Snyder comes up and pressures there and speeds them up and turns them over. That's what they had to do.
That's exactly it, yep. Now I think, again, you're in that situation. You got to come away with some points here. Try to get this down to one possession.
They get it to Lindsay. That one looked like it was partially deflected by Mullins. Now a foul, and that'll send Lindsay back to the free throw line. It's perfect from the line so far tonight, 4 for 4. He's got 15 points in the game. And he's probably got the coolest shoes on the floor. They match the uniform perfect.
Yeah, I'm a fan of shoes, and I know you are too, so
hey, baby,
we need a pair of them
good,
big yellow
good,
ones, right? Yeah.
I need to get me a new good pair of sneakers. Lindsay knocks down both.
My wife just shakes her head when I say that. Now we got it down now again to a one-possession game here, which, you know, this you get the ball in the right hands, you know, it gives a chance for Eastern to foul somebody, maybe put them out of line who doesn't shoot very well. Huerta has not shot very well from the free throw line, although he's cleaned it up a little bit here in the second half. He has not been the best from the free throw line here tonight. So
yeah, 4 for 6 is good for most people on a night, but for Huerta, that's not a good night at the line. Young man is usually automatic from there. Trip Metzger's had one heck of a night, though. 15 points. That's well above his season average of 5.7.
Yeah, he's definitely been a difference maker for this Carroll Cougar team, bringing them back. They trailed for a lot of this, you know, a lot of this game here.
You wondered who was going to step up in the absence of Falkenberg tonight, and Metzger definitely answered that bell. Viney's had a nice night. He's got 9.
Now we hope Eli, you know, gets healthy enough so he can contribute in sectional play.
Yeah, this Carroll team's just not the same without him.
Nice job. That's a great job.
Good pass over the top. Metzger going to earn a trip to the line.
Right. Metzger recognized nobody picked him up, and I mean, if that's a run right to the hoop, you know. I didn't hear that was on, but it was 4.
It was number 5 on Corbin Snyder, so he's fouled out of the game now. The big fella exits with 11 points. Metzger misses a crucial one here at the line. Still a one-possession game.
Absolutely. Want to hit this one. There
Rattles
you go.
That one home. Adds a little pressure back here.
Yep. Yeah, don't need to necessarily have a 3. Got to move to the ball.
Lindsay looks to work off screen here.
I don't think you could afford to run too much time here either.
Kokensparger. They needed that one. Not necessarily looking for a 3 there, Pete, but when you take it, you want to hit it. They get the steal.
Oh!
What a play there by Cannon Cook.
How about that one? Now it makes it interesting.
Back to a one-possession game. Viney attacks the bucket. Can't finish, and Metzger there.
What a tip back by Metzger. That was huge.
Now a 4-point game. Still don't have to have a 3 here, but you got to get a bucket. Lindsay, beautiful drive. Colton Lindsay with 2 more. Timeout.
Yep.
Who wants the basketball?
Right, and I know whose hands I'm putting it in.
We saw him hit a game winner against the Gophers. Chris Huerta.
That's it.
See what they run here, what they draw up.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and I'm tell my guys, crash the boards. Get the tip in.
Carroll was able to cross the half-court timeline before they took the timeout. Therefore, they'll have the ball right here on the side to inbound.
We'll see if they don't possibly call another timeout if they don't like what they see here.
Now remember, fouls to give. Oh, they don't have one.
That
They've
could
got
be
4.
it.
Harshbarger's 3.
Oh!
No. Battle for it down low. Jump ball opportunity. We still got time. Whose ball? Possession favors the Comets.
My goodness. Wow. Pressure.
A timeout taken here. Obviously, both teams want to make sure you got the right offensive play called, you got your defense set up, and you're ready to go. Man. Pete, you and I thought they would go to Huerta, maybe try to get him
I did.
a ball screen
Yep.
and downhill going to the bucket. Instead, it was a three-point attempt by Eli Harshbarger that rimmed out. A good fight for the loose ball.
Again, got it in the hand of one of your seniors, right? Doing to step up and make a shot. Eli hit one in the third quarter. Coach decided we're going to go back to him again. I think they maybe use Huerta as a little bit of a decoy.
I understand that thought process, and in the heat of the game, you gamble and you make that call. It's easy for me to sit here and second guess, and I'm not trying to do that with Coach Tussinger. But Chris Huerta is your number 2 all-time leading scorer in school history for a reason. I would have lived or died with it in his hands, I think, there on that one. To get it in, now you get the foul. Obviously still time. There's still 4 seconds here. It's a 1-point game. Kokensparger heads to the free throw line. He's 0 for 1 on his only attempt here tonight.
I think no matter what, I think Carroll's going to get a
chance.
shot at this. Yeah.
Carter Mullins coming into the game. Now what you got to wonder here, obviously Eastern electing to keep their defense back to try to guard for any pass down the floor. Kokensparger, that's a big shot.
That is huge.
The junior calmly knocks that one down.
Hey, you still got 4 seconds left with the speed of Huerta. I mean, you can get this down there. They're going to get a shot here. And he
Knocks
makes
down
it.
both.
Yep.
It'll take a 3 to tie. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to talk it over and see what we can draw up in the huddle. Obviously, you want to get it in. You want to get it to Huerta. I think that he has the speed to get it across quickly.
Right.
Now, from there, I don't have a problem in this situation. You get it to the open shooter.
Yep.
No matter who's open.
Yeah, and at this point, your big players have been tonight. You got Huerta, Viney, and Metzger. Harshbarger, he's got a 3. Lytle's got a 3. But other than that, those 3 main guys have been your scorers here tonight. So I think one of those got to get the touch. Again, if it's me, I'd like to try to get that to Huerta, let him drive down and do his thing. On the other side, Eastern, my gosh, you let them shoot it. Do not foul them, right?
Yeah,
if he hits it, he hits it. It's a good shot. But or do you like the foul?
No, I don't think you foul in this situation. I'm with you. If they tie it up, so be it. If it was a 2-point game, I might feel, I never like to foul in this situation, actually.
Right. Okay.
If they had a foul to give, maybe, but they don't. Well, maybe you do foul here. Then you put him on the free throw line.
You could, yeah.
Then it's only 2.
It's a.
This is why we play the game, Pete. We can speculate all day. Here's the final 4 seconds. They get it in. Viney gets a touch.
There's going to be a foul on the floor. Oh, timeout. Oh, I like it.
Got it across the timeline. Now they're going to draw it in. And you know what?
I almost thought he got fouled there, too.
Coach Tussinger saying, hey, you know what? The last time I drew up a play when we had it across half court, I got a wide open look for Harshbarger.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see what he does. Now it's a half court. You got 2 seconds left.
Plenty of time.
Does that change your mind then, right? Yeah. Does that change your mind, right? You don't want to foul
on
him
the floor. You can't foul him
right,
on the shot.
Right, yeah. Yep. Yeah. You don't want to foul him during the shot behind the 3. Yep.
The problem is, though, is if you're Coach Lindsay, who do you trust to foul on the floor?
Right.
Because you've got multiple guys with 4 fouls. One of your top scorers already fouled out, and you're shorthanded tonight. Let's see what they draw up. Huerta going to run the baseline. They throw it to Metzger. It's been his night so far.
Oh, man.
And the Eastern Comets come to Carroll and steal one.
Woo!
Late.
Wow.
What a finish. 59-56. It was a good look. It was a good drawn-up play. Your thoughts there as you diagnosed
absolutely,
that last
man. I mean, you got it in the hands of one of your hot shooters, right? They tried to bring Huerta over, tried to get the screen for him to shoot over there and try to get an open look. It goes across the court, and Metzger's got a chance at it. That's all you could ask for. Great game, real exciting game. Huge win for Eastern coming in here on senior night and coming away with a 3-point victory. You know, I hope that Carroll can just go into the locker room, talk about this a little bit, let it go, right? Let it go because it's time to get ready for sectionals.
Scoring tonight, leading all scorers, Chris Huerta had 23 points. Trent Metzger had 18 and a fantastic showing tonight. Griffin Viney with 9. Harshbarger and Lytle both with 3 apiece. On the other side, Eastern got some balanced scoring. Colton Lindsay led the way with 19. But our player of the game tonight, number 22, Cannon Cook, and it is because of the way he played in the second half. Had an outstanding game. Went scoreless in the first half, Pete, but then he started getting the scoring going, knocked down a couple of threes, and none were bigger than the final shot he took on the night. That was his second 3 there. And then
check
this one, broken play.
Yep, he calls for it, lets it go, and that was huge.
That's what gave Eastern the lead, and they never looked back. Congratulations on our player of the game going to Cannon Cook. He had 11 points tonight. Eastern improves to 12-11 on the season, above 500. Carroll will fall to 14-9. That does it for the regular season for us here on ISC. Sectional basketball next week. Make sure you tune in, check the ISC schedules. I'm sure we're going to be all over the place with our crews. We hope to have that sectional semifinal and final from Lafayette Central Catholic. From everybody behind the scenes, for Pete Gashow, I'm Sean Walker. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a great evening.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. Oh! That's the finish. You get a layup, take it.